gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
What?
I always give him a second.
For what?
We're back with the big 4-0, baby. We are officially over the hill. Two Micks and a Wop is officially over the hill. We are joined with the Reverend Supa Dr. Dave yet again. Be sure to smash that like button, share, follow, all that stuff. Big things going on around here. Big things.
Curtains being revealed.
Big things. I'm going to jump off really quick and let everybody know that we will be leaving StreamYard. We're gonna be saying farewell to StreamYard. We're gonna probably rock with them for another episode or two, maybe. But we're moving on to OBS and we're doing it all ourselves. So that means the format is everything's gonna be the same. You're still gonna get the same good show that you do, but there's gonna be little tweaks and little changes, and we're gonna ride it out together and see how that goes.
No more duck.
Yeah, no more duck. No more. Well, it's not a duck. It's two Micks and a Wop logo.
Oh,
it's actually the two.
But we're doing the twerk.
oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
So, all right, enough of that. Reverend Supa Dr. Dave, tell us, you're in practice now?
Yeah.
Because last time you what?
Yeah, no, I'm working at a place called New Frontiers over in Milwaukee. So,
how's that going for you?
yeah, I've been at it for about 6 months. Yeah, last time we talked was right before I got the job, and so it's been going well.
Awesome. You're digging it. You fit in. You feeling it?
So far, yeah. Like I'm the one guy though in the whole place, so it's a little bit weird for that. But otherwise, hey, it works.
There you
How
go.
is that weird?
Well, nowadays it's weird.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's are you walking around like this? I would. Don't look too long. I'm not just joshing you around here. We got some stuff. I want to get into something real quick.
It's the kid with he's only got the one leg. And like the half of the other arm.
We'll be back right after this. Hey, how's everybody doing out there? You got the Wop here, stranded on the side of the road. Van broke down on the side of the interstate. Because that's fun. That's fun. Sorry, Johnny Choppers isn't here to report live, so I figured, how about the Wop report live? Broke down on the side of the interstate. Good times, good times, good times. There's a semi guy. They're pretty close. They're pretty close. Not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fall down. But I don't, because I have balance. Unfortunately, I don't have balance when it comes to my finances. But what are you gonna do? Hey! I'm that guy now that everybody's driving down this fucking interstate. Look, hey, where's the fucking guy with a phone? What the fuck is he doing? He's looking at his fucking. All right, I'm done losing my mind publicly. I'm gonna go back to losing it privately.
Love it.
Now, What is your professional assessment of that video?
Oh, I think it was hilarious. I was waiting for you to point out how nobody's stopping, how there's a bunch of people that don't even try to move out of their lane to make sure that you don't get that huge like draft of wind and almost knock you over.
You know what? I never even thought of that.
How about you did me say I fall down?
Well,
Yeah, you're supposed to move over for emergencies.
Well, yeah,
But how many fucking assholes do?
That's true.
I said like not a single semi honked.
Because he wasn't doing this.
Well, but
one.
like you spilled that idiot on the side of the road going,
Right.
"Hey,
That-
hey,
right.
hey."
Right. That's true. I guess. See, I had this idea in my head, because I wanted to know if like you could see the mania in there, because there's a manic man that shot that video, a very very manic man, and I thought it was funny, and that's what I was like, all right, I'm gonna turn the mania into content. That's actually what I named it. It's called Mania 40, because this is episode 40. But yeah, I thought I'd turn my mania into content, and I guess my question was, I was wondering if you could see through the comedy. Could you see the hint of mania?
I saw the hint of irritation, not necessarily mania. So,
Okay.
because again, like you're on camera, you're trying to be extra, like, like, hey, so like it'd be hard to like I find the underlying mania behind the showmanship of it.
Oh, wonderful. That's good. That's good to know. So now I know that when I'm losing my stuff, I need to pull out the phone, change the light. I didn't do that.
You do that all the time anyway.
I didn't. Did you just do that? Oh, yeah. And it'll turn things blue, calm things down, I guess.
There you go.
That actually, we have a lot of stuff for you, Reverend Supa Dr. Dave.
You want me to just tell you if you're crazy? Is this going to be like a series of like?
No. We have a few.
And we know that answer.
Yeah, we already know. Some of our friends here at the show had some stuff for you. So here's we'll just play this.
Hey y'all, it's Jim. Can you believe it? Reverend Supa Dr. Dave is back on the show, and I'm just so excited. Hi, Reverend Supa Dr. Dave. I just love when Two Mix and a Wild have Reverend Supa Dr. Dave on the show. I think he's just a wonderful, wonderful guest. But I wonder, how does the Reverend Supa Dr. Dave feel about being on the show with Two Mix and a Wild? Because Reverend Supa Dr. Dave is a psychologist, and he's a straight-thinking man. And the Two Mix on a Wild, well, they're a little different, you know what I mean? So that's what I was wondering. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye, Jim.
Whoever you got for like whoever Tim is should do voice acting. That was awesome.
Yeah, you're like, see, he just curtain revealed. Right, Mick just asked me. He's like, "Hey, was Jim part of the show when the Rev was around the first time?" And I said, "Yeah, but like, I don't think you were. I don't think he was."
There was a fourth guy that like was kind of like working the computer.
No.
I'm
talking about I'm talking about Jim that just talked.
Oh,
like
yeah, no, Jim. I never met him before.
Oh, okay, yeah. So no, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. So it's been a while since. Well, I mean, it's been 14, because you were. I believe your first episode was 26.
20.
Was it 20? Holy shit!
20.
Yeah, no.
So,
Hey, I think I had some crazy day about that. Oh, sorry.
One more time, I couldn't hardly hear you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, now you're the quiet one.
I think last time we had some crazy babes on, and you said I could sell those 8, 10 quick. This is Pizza Girl. She needs a home.
I hope she gets adopted.
Us too.
So to Jim's question, how do I feel about being on Two Mix and a Wild? I love this. Like, this is definitely, I want to be here for this. I think this has a lot of legs to it. I think this can go the distance. So absolutely happy to be here.
That's wonderful.
Going
That
the
makes
distance because it has more legs than
more legs than a spider.
like a centipede. Are we a centipede? Dude, we
Sure.
got this.
Like, let's millipede
We're
it up,
probably
man. Let's just do it.
we're probably like
16 legs on
borderline
each side.
centipede.
Something.
We're probably borderline centipede, but I'm going for Milla. You know what I mean? I want a millipede.
I'm with you.
But,
I think this can make it.
I think so too. And we have some more people that are involved in the show. We have a technical director now who's an amazing
official soul rocker or something.
I don't know what his name is yet. He's just our technical director.
When I first introduced him, actually, it was last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Soul. That
was
was
his name?
Soul.
Soul
Maybe
Rocker
we could
Official?
see. No, that was the old one. Yeah, Soul. Something with a soul.
Pancake potato face.
Yeah,
Potato pancake
Ooh.
face. Whichever one. it was.
official.
Potato pancakes. All right, man. Yeah.
I have
It
to
was a
get to
fan of
this.
Mondia's.
Listeners, lurkers, if you've been with us for a while, Reverend Supa, you've been a listener, lurker for a while, so you know about the dude wipes. We've got a message.
Hey guys, Dude Wipes here. Was just wondering why you don't talk about me anymore. Long time listener, lurker. I never had an issue with the show before, but I noticed you don't talk about me anymore. Was just wondering why, guys. This is Dude Wipes here. Over and out.
Well, I guess I don't even know.
We'll talk about dude wipes. All right, because a friend of mine down in Kenosha area, he came up here and he was chilling out with his family for a little bit because they were doing a couple things in Milwaukee. He uses those dude wipes, and he flushed those dude wipes, and those dude wipes did not agree with my plumbing, and so it backed up my entire sewer, and I literally had to go and throw out a bunch of stuff from my basement as it flooded it with human crap because of dude wipes. That specific brand. So yay, dude wipes.
Well, all right, listen. I am not laughing at the literal shit that you had to deal with. I am laughing at the irony because when this started, because Right Mick has a dude wipe fascination. He enjoys the dude wipes. Hey, hats off to him. Whatever.
Hey, you can blow your nose with it's not just for your
You
ass.
can wipe the poop off your hand that you get right here.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
they are effective.
But now, when all this said, the very first conversation I had with him, I said, yeah, that's great. I said, don't flush those in the toilet, please. He said, but they're flushable. I said, I don't care if it says they're flushable. Just because it says they're flushable doesn't mean they're fucking flushable. I was like, we can go on a YouTube rabbit hole of all the flushable wipes that fucked up drains. And it's
toilet hole.
yeah. And
My pipes
and
were
he must
one of
have-
those that got fucked up.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
sad that you were
Well, I can create a
you were the
good-
full circle.
In high school, you got pictures coming up. You get this unbreakable comb. My things, one swipe, the fucker breaks. So I understand. Unbreakable, bullshit, flushable, fuck off.
Yeah. Everybody's lying to us.
Everyone, man, it's ridiculous. Yeah, like literally, like the part of the basement where you have like it goes for the drain, just all of a sudden started creeping, because we didn't even know this was happening, and then like everyone's flushing. I got a family of 4 that's staying with me and my wife, so it's 6 people just build. Fucking ridiculous. Within like 2 days of like all of that, it like became like a 3-foot circle around that drain. It was just ridiculous.
It's creepy shit.
Ugh.
It's terrible.
Man. Yeah, that is.
Lesson learned: never have enchiladas when you have family over with like dude wipe.
Yeah, that's
You would think dude wipes would be perfect for that situation, though. Well,
Well, they claim to
just
be.
not flush them.
4 guys from
It's
Chicago
not
who never
flushable.
got a hold of me before. I don't know.
Just throw them in the kitchen waste
Yeah.
basket.
Yeah.
Just slap it against the wall. Be like, there, dude,
Yeah,
wipe.
Mine.
That's sad. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Are you feeling depressed? Do those dishes got you feeling down? Do those household chores just make you want to give up? Is your car completely totaled? Are you out of beer, liquor, and drugs? Well, we have the answer for you. That's right, Two Mix and a Wop Variety Show is fun for the entire family with news segments, special guests, and live from remote locations. Fun segments, political segments, and even segments for the kids. With game shows, music, and animations, you're sure to be laughing and having fun in no time. So be sure to check out Two Mix and a Wop Variety Show on YouTube.
Hello, this is Boris, the Russian Bachelor Bear. Here these tips for the bachelors. Reverend Supa Dr. Dave, do you think it is bad to be bachelor for all of your life? To live the bachelor lifestyle and to never get married or in relationship? That is my question for Reverend Supa Dr. Dave, and that is it for tips from Boris, the Russian Bachelor Bear. Back to you, to Mix and Vlop.
Hey, Boris, I love Boris.
Yeah.
Well,
So to answer Boris's question, no, it is not bad to be a bachelor for your entire life. The society tends to put a lot of pressure for everyone to get married, have kids, and that is just not for everyone. And so those that want to be a bachelor forever, good for them, And it's one of those that it's if we didn't have everyone else putting their kind of 2 cents on our life, a lot more people would be happy. So Boris, stay a bachelor forever.
Ooh, I think Boris is going to be happy to hear that. But it seems like Boris has been questioning his bachelorhood a lot. He said he remember because we had a tarot card, the tarot queen reading cards, and Boris asked about something about being a bachelor something. Do you remember? It was some bachelor question, but
I mean, it's Boris.
yeah,
It's Boris.
yeah.
The
But,
Bachelor.
No, Boris, like again, there's especially this next generation, like this is a lot of the kind of traditions are being thrown out the window. And I very much applaud them for it. Good for them. Like we don't have to keep fitting into the same cookie cutter. Good for them.
I like cookies.
who doesn't like cookies?
I don't like when people steal my cookies.
So you know what? We're just gonna keep throwing them at you, Super. Why not? We'll bring you all the messages right from the jump, right? I mean,
Let's do it.
this is our buddy Henry.
Hey man, it's Henry. Number one listener looker here, man. And Reverend Supa Dr. Dave, I'm confused, man. I don't know how you be having people in your office that you don't like personally, but you gotta help them on a professional level. How you be doing that, man? I don't think I could do it personally, 'cause if I don't like someone, I'm not trying to help them. Come on, man.
Well, so to Henry's point, like it is a difficult thing sometimes. And so if there is a bit of acting that I'll have to go into, me acting interested in a conversation sometimes with somebody if I really don't like them. If I really, really, really cannot get in like with them, like they're just absolutely the wrong fit for me, I do kick people out and I'll tell them like, look, you gotta get another therapist. Like I just can't do it. But for the most part, it takes a lot to get me or a lot of therapists to that point because we're supposed to be a mirror for people. So we're not supposed to really have our own input on things. And so if I were to like try and make the world like everyone is going to become like Reverend Supa Dr. Dave, it would be a pretty bland kind of experience. But I'm supposed to show you what you're sending me, and this is how I interpret it, and here's ways we can make it better. And so, at the very least, for those that I don't enjoy, I know I'm actively trying to make them less douchey, less of an asshole, less of whatever. So, therefore, I'm actually working towards the end I'm hoping for.
All right, that's well, your answer and Henry's question made me. I have a couple questions off this. One, what happens if is there a limit? Do you get in trouble? Like, well, not that you get in trouble. Obviously, if there's not a gel going on, you obviously need to gel with your therapist. If you ain't gelling, it's not going to work for either one of you. But I mean, obviously nobody's going, all right, yeah, skip, yeah, like swiping like Tinder or something, you know. All right, we'll take this one. Nope, left or whatever. I don't know which is right.
Left or right,
yeah, what's good or bad. But is there do you feel like there's a level of maybe you aren't doing like you're fuck, man, do you feel like relieved or like disappointed? And also, do you think your boss is like, okay, let's jot a note and remember that he kicked that whatever, you know what I mean, that patient.
Yeah, no, and so to that, like if I had to keep requesting new patients, most certainly my bosses would get upset. Most people, like most therapists, if you actually kicked out like one or two, that would be about the norm, I would say. And so like for like again, like a 5-year career, I don't think I kicked out anyone from Aurora. And I don't remember anyone really being like, hey, I just can't figure this person out. Because most of the time the patient will actually just quit us. They'll be like I'm getting nowhere with like Super Dave, and like I gotta try somebody new. They just don't tolerate us. So for somebody that wants to sit there and like be obnoxious to me because they're getting somewhere on something, yeah, like if it was one or two, maybe like my boss wouldn't care, but anything beyond that, they definitely would. As for like the relief versus irritation, I can tell you there was this one guy, older guy, and I really liked him. He was a good guy. He had the starts of Parkinson's going on, and so like he was getting a lot of the shimmy shakes, and he was very anxious, and we wanted to try and get rid of that. And so I worked with him for like 2 years of that pandemic to basically try and bring him out of that. And we got somewhere, but we didn't get anywhere near what I wanted to do. And then with coming over to this new clinic, he could not join. And so there was both the frustration of like, oh man, I wish I could have figured it out or wish I would have seen the ending. But I literally went to like the end where I had nothing else to offer that guy. I was waiting for him to tell me something that happened this week so I could focus on that to try and get deeper in. And yeah, when nothing happened, there was a bit of relief going like, oh, thank God somebody else figured it out because I had nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm sorry. I forgot. I usually mute my phone. That's a big. Yeah, that's very unprofessional of me. I always mute my phone before we start, and I didn't. And yeah, I apologize to you. Cool. I apologize to the listener and lurker out there.
And the next year, I hope so. We have to deal with this live right now.
All right.
And, well, Super Dave, I'm trying to decompartmentalize this situation, and I don't know if I can right now.
Decompartmentalize.
Attaboy.
I think he's talking about
decompartmentalizing. That's what we got to do.
Decarbonize.
Decompartmentalizing.
All right. Well, we got
decaramelized onions.
We got my favorite. One of my favorites. I think this is the last one specifically for you. Okay. So here we go.
Hello, it's Giuseppe. I step away from the market to ask Reverend Supa Dr. Dave a question. I notice in the news feed of the social media, everybody on the timeline at the concert. At the concert, they are screaming, singing, raising a hand, waving a hey. And they pay a good money. These are people that pay a good money to see these concerts. And to step is a question to Reverend Supa Dr. Dave. Why is it you would think all of these people pay all of this money to sing all of these songs, but you don't have to pay no money to watch the Two Mix and the WAP, and not a lot of people watch the Two Mix and the WAP? Why do you think that is, Reverend Supa Dr. Dave? Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Excellent question indeed. So, to Giuseppe on that one. I would think it's because not enough people know about Two Mix and a WAP. Is that, again, when we were last talking, we were talking about the billboard I went and rented for my mom's birthday, trying to get more of that out there, because I went down to Renaissance Fair, ran into Vinci, I ran into Winterling, and I was letting them know that I was going to be on this. They're like, "Oh, you're going to be on Two Mix and a WAP? That's awesome." So you do have some actual word of mouth getting out there, but it takes a while for that to happen. Whereas a lot of these concerts and superstars, man, they have a whole team that's in there blasting that on the radio, blasting on the TV. And even that, they maybe only get if you're like Taylor Swift, you get 20,000 people. But think of all of those kind of local talents that never get to actually get any kind of fame that do a great job too. And so it's all about that kind of publicity.
I'm personally shocked because I thought we were just going to take off right away because we have the talent right here. I mean, right? Mick is the talent.
Absolutely.
And
Well,
I mean, he's
I need the right
so
button
talented.
pushing. I need
And
the buttons push at the right time.
right. I
the
mean,
left time.
right. He's super talented.
More than just being
He's
talent.
the talent. And if it wasn't for the talent, there wouldn't be anything. And I thought
That's
his
true.
talent
That's where
alone.
we start with that idea.
Right. But
I lost a lot of money on that too.
yeah.
I put money down on
Yeah.
us taking off because
Oh, well, that was dumb.
I have faith in you.
Oh man. Well, I got a really fun surprise. As a matter of fact, I don't think this specific person has made an appearance on the show since probably the last time you were on the show, or probably maybe even before. I'm just gonna play it because it's great.
Alright, it was a very long red light. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, buddy? Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? Just whatever that was, get rid of it. I'm sure there's fucking some old school Sesame Street on fucking YouTube. Get some Muppets on there, get some fucking Bob fucking McGrath or whatever the fuck his name was, fucking singing a song. Jesus fucking Christ, Mr. Rogers. Sit her down with some Mr. Rogers. What's going on? Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Watch some Mr. Rogers, maybe some Reading Rainbow. Some Reading Rainbow in there. Some Sesame Street. Throw on some Great Space Coaster. That's always a favorite of mine. Some Great Space Coaster. Tell her to get on board with that. A favorite of mine too when I was quite the youngster. The Polka Dot Door. Remember the Polka Dot Door? The Polka Dot Door. There's a song. Look it up. The Polka Dot Door. It's a thing. Electric Company. Fucking Great Space Coaster. Reading Rainbow. What was the one? There was one that was stupid. That was on after Sesame Street. That I was maybe it might. No, I don't want to say it was the Electric Company. It was something else though. I don't know. Yeah, get some of that shit on there, though. What the fuck was that? Fucking egg with fucking putty fucking nonsense. What is she fucking... I don't know, man. Yeah, so is that what you're trying to say? Children's YouTube? I'm on board.
Yeah. Yeah. Come back more often, character name. I'm begging you. Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in forever, man. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome, and it manifested because that wasn't intended to be. That was Curtain revealed that was a message to me. We were talking back and forth about, as a matter of fact, which I wanted to talk to you about. We were talking about children's YouTube, which is it is mind numbing. I mean, mind numbing. The thing that gets millions of views that these kids want to watch. Yeah, and then I sent him a video of Morgan watching this one with. It's just basically there's a bowl, an empty glass bowl on like a white table. It's all white glass bowl, and then they'll pick up an egg, put it in the front of the camera. They'll shake it, and they'll go, and then they'll open the egg, and then there's putty, and they stretch the putty. Now there's no sound except for maybe and then they'll stretch the putty. They'll wrap the putty, stretch it, and then they'll wrap it in like this little floury little ball, place it in the bowl, grab another egg, put it in front, and they repeat this process until the bowl's full.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like the one that was in the beginning of that video, there was like marbles going down this thing.
Yeah.
They have this little track, and then they'll set these marbles at the bottom, and they have this little they'll put a toy to stop them, and then they'll lift the toy, and the camera will follow it going down, and it's color coordinated, for some of those things, and they'll be like red, and that's it. That's the only time, and that's not very often that they'll do the colors. It's always color coordinated, but it's not often that they will actually say the colors.
Sure.
Millions of views, and not only that, my kid's obviously mesmerized by it. I don't want her to be a YouTube zombie. You know what I mean? But it definitely is nice when sometimes it's being chaotic. I'm like, all right, just watch this shit for fucking 15 minutes and give me
shit up.
Yeah, which is actually maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why they make it so silent, because when the kids are watching it, it's actually kind of quiet.
Supa was talking before the show, and I don't curtain revealed, if you don't mind, a conversation we had similar. It's like that's the hardest part about it all: differentiating work and then the home life, and then just making it all balanced out like you were doing on the side of the road.
Sure.
Remember?
No, well, and so it's even like kids' YouTube. I very much think back to like Teletubbies. I thought Teletubbies were hilarious, right? Because they were just so stupid. I could just kind of zone out, not have to think, yada yada. It's Teletubbies. And I found out that the reason they talk so stupid was because they wanted to be like 2-year-olds that are just learning how to speak. That this would make them confident enough to then keep trying at it, because look, the Teletubbies also talk stupid. And so for each of these, where it's like, like it's showing the marbles and it's just showing them over and over, and occasionally they'll say red. It's like, okay, like I don't really have to think about any of this, so it's not stimulating my mind. And I'm like, why would the kids be into it? But it is just hypnotic that way. It just sucks you right in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you use the word hypnotic, because you froze when you said red. You froze for a second, and when your hand was open, so you were like,
nice.
And
So that's
froze like
the
that.
whole thing.
And these guys jumped all over it. So during the last half of your answer, they're going.
Yep, I was watching.
Like, yeah,
hypnotized.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
There.
and I was actually like hypnotized by them in a sense with their. It was throwing me off. I'm like, I'm trying to stay in that pocket. You know what I mean? Sure. It was like lights and obstacles are coming from each side. I feel like I did a decent job.
Absolutely, yeah. Like that was the thing. I thought you guys were just going with it, but no.
Stop.
My freeze.
No, you got. I'm sorry. Stop. Now, all right, now you pissed me off, because now you're taking away from fucking the standing ovation that fucking character name got, and it wasn't even standing, and I said it was standing, and now I'm sorry. I'm gonna play his shit again now.
All right, it was a very long red light. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, buddy? Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? You know, just whatever that was, get rid of it. I'm sure there's fucking some old school Sesame Street on fucking YouTube. Get some Muppets on there. Get some fucking Bob fucking McGrath or whatever the fuck his name was, fucking singing a song. Jesus fucking Christ, Mr. Rogers. Sit her down with some Mr. Rogers. What's going on? Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Watch some Mr. Rogers, maybe some Reading Rainbow. Some Reading Rainbow in there. Some Sesame Street. Throw on some Great Space Coaster. That's always a favorite of mine. Some Great Space Coaster. Tell her to get on board with that. A favorite of mine too when I was quite the youngster. The Polka Dot Door. Remember the Polka Dot Door? The Polka Dot Door. There's a song. Look it up. The Polka Dot Door. It's a thing. Electric Company. Fucking Great Space Coaster. Reading Rainbow. What was the one? There was one that was like stupid. Like that was on after Sesame Street that I was like, maybe it might, no, I don't want to say it was the Electric Company. It was something else though. I don't know. Yeah, get some of that shit on there, though. What the fuck was that? Fucking egg with fucking putty fucking nonsense. What is she fucking... I don't know, man. Yeah, so is that what you're trying to say? Children's YouTube? I'm on board.
All right. Spilled the water, listeners and lurkers. Spilled the water. Happened early.
For character name.
It happens at every show. Huh?
36.
What's that?
I say
What
worth
was
it
that?
for character name.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was spilled actually before that even happened. Like behind the scenes while the video was playing and some horse play and nonsense was happening. But also I popped this up too. We got Kershwami commented that they're lurking quietly, and then Looking Glass Media. I have no idea. Looking Glass Media. I have no idea what Looking Glass Media is. We're always open for collaborations and all sorts of things, and you can contact us at 2mixandawop@gmail.com.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
It's
right, Mick is
beautiful, man.
peeing way off in the distance by a tree. That was a solo 2mixandawop@gmail.com. I was all right with it.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it.
That's why I didn't go hard. I didn't go hard. I knew you weren't going to jump in because he wasn't here. I knew that was happening. Got derailed. Let's pull it back in. So, psychology.
Well, so here to even jump back to a character name there where he's pointing out like Sesame Street and all of those. Have you tried like actually watching back to any of your like kid shows when you were a kid? Like, have you ever watched like old Sesame Street? Like, that shit is boring nowadays. I don't know how
it's well, you know what I think it is. I honestly, because I find it with old school cartoons, because it was I couldn't even get Nike and Naria into some old school cartoons that I used to watch, and Morgan as well. And it's not about the cartoon, it's not about the story, it's not about anything other than the visual. Those are stale. It's stale to look at as opposed to stuff now. You know what I mean? Stuff now is so colorful and vibrant, and I think that has a lot to do with the YouTube too. Like, I think it has a lot to do with that contrast to that heavy white, and what they're doing is right in your face and all that stuff too. I don't know.
No, I agree. I think it is like a big chunk of that because especially like the old animations where they were hand drawn, they kept a lot more still frames that looked like basically old anime, and they would try and then work it, and it just I tried to defend our childhood, and I was getting nowhere with it. I was like, oh, this looks like garbage to you guys. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what sucks? I think that shit's pretty gay.
Of a Queer with your friend Shane.
In today's modern pop culture, there is a question that everyone has to pick a side on. Which Wonka is a better film? The Gene Wilder 1971, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or the 2000s, Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a Tim Burton production? Now, I'm a traditionalist. I grew up with Willy Wonka when I was a kid watching the original Gene Wilder version. And the music is classic. I mean, everything about that film is timeless. That's why they made another one years later in homage of the first one. I think Johnny Depp was really good in the second one. He put together a great performance. I mean, I love Johnny Depp in just about everything. I think that guy's one of the greatest actors of our time. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to discuss Willy Wonka. So, looking back at the 1971 film, that in my opinion is the better film, let's look at some of the things that made it better. Number one, Augustus Gloop. Now that fat little boy falling into that chocolate river and getting sucked up that tube is a flashback memory I had as a child, and it was fucking horrifying. That stuck with me for years. I was afraid I was going to fall into a chocolate river and get my fat ass pulled up a tube. But nope, that didn't happen in real life. But irrational fears when you're a kid. Second part of the film that is amazing. The idea of candy bars being that size. We don't sell them that big unless we buy the super size. And the only reason they exist is because we're fucking gluttons. But back in the day, man, I remember looking at them and just seeing the props were so big. I was like, man, they don't have candy bars that size for us. So it kind of brings forward the dream of really popping the candy out of the film a little bit more. Definitely more than the remake. So, I mean, the props were great. The candy store. I'm telling you, the candy store in the 1971 film is amazing. I want to own a candy store like that in downtown Kenosha with the soda fountains and selling scrumdiddlyumptious and fudge mellows and yeah, even Slugworth Sizzlers. I'd sell them too. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, that I feel the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from 1971 is a better film than the 2000s Johnny Depp version. And in closing, the only thing that the 71 film doesn't have that I think would make it actually perfect is sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
We love you, Shane. And I don't think. Let us know in the comments, what do you think is better? The old school chocolate factory or the new school chocolate factory? And because of those two, all right, first off, I said let it in the comments because I was going to speak for everybody here. I'm pretty sure everybody here is on Gene Wilder, right? That's the better of the two?
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, it's not even worth discussion. If you think it is, listeners, lurkers, hit us up in the comments. And you're wrong. Yeah, no, I think
so.
Go ahead.
What is a Slugworth Sizzler?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't know until you.
Well, it's that big candy bar. I had to look it. Well, yeah, I had to look it up. It's a big ass candy bar.
I thought it was gummy worms from.
Ben, yeah, it's kind of like a
That's
crunch
what
bar.
I thought.
Really has,
When
like,
he said that, I thought was like, what the fuck is a Slugworth Sizzler? I thought it was like Sizzlers, like Twizzlers, or I don't know. I instantly thought like gummy candy, like Twizzlers.
Harry Potter.
See, I'd bet it's more like a
with
crunch
us.
bar.
Kershwami's with us.
Oh, crunch.
What's
There
a
you go.
Sizzler about it though?
I'm betting the crunch, the puffed rice or whatever, that crunchy bit. I'm betting that's the sizzle.
Nice.
Oh yeah, probably.
Does the Sizzler restaurant still exist? No.
I know there's a Ponderosa
bad.
still that's out in Wisconsin Dells, but yeah, no idea about Sizzler. I think that one's dead as the dodo.
Yeah, and Chi-Chi's. Is there a Chi-Chi's anywhere in the world?
Mexican fried ice cream.
I know. That's why I want to know if there is one, because I never had the fried ice cream. Everybody always told me.
Same.
I swear I never had it. And
It used to be on Highway 50, but
No, it's an.
They
it's
still
an
exist down in
actual
Tulsa.
Wonka thing.
really,
Doesn't say what it is.
and do they? And we're gonna have to go for a drive.
Oklahoma.
Tulsa.
Yeah,
Oklahoma?
my brother
Tulsa
Duke is
gang?
down there, and so Tulsa still has a Chi-Chi's. So
Get out of town. Well, I knew they had to be open somewhere because I buy their salsa all the time.
You think
That's-
we get it out of town? Nobody gets it.
A lurker says Slugworth Sizzler is similar to a
Klondike bar.
Cleveland steamer. I don't think so. I don't think. I think you're wrong, YouTube user.
The YouTube user is actually Willy Wonka.
Oh, Kershwami asked, "What about Ponderosa?" That's probably we're probably got a little bit of lag. But in case you missed it, Kershwami, there is a Ponderosa in Wisconsin Dells.
And you can get a Kershwami.
That's where all the good. That's where all the good buffets are, man. You can start off at Paul Bunyan's and get yourself a nice breakfast buffet, and then you could hit up. I don't know. You could find. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the Dells to find out a lunch buffet, but then you can hit the Sizzler for dinner. Or no, Ponderosa. Yeah. Ponderosa. Sorry, Sizzler, Ponderosa. You know, it's like
absolutely.
It's like Applebee's. What's the other one? Chili's and Applebee's. They're like the same thing with different names to me.
Absolutely. But yeah. No, as far as what a Slugworth Sizzler is, I'm guessing it's a Crunch Bar, but otherwise, no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't. The Crunch Bar. There is a candy bar with the Pop Rocks in it now too.
What?
Yeah. Maybe it's a special limited thing.
I don't know. But speaking of candy, and he said maybe it's a special limited thing. He said there's candy bars with Pop Rocks in it.
Oh, I've had those. Yeah, they're weird.
Okay. they sound kind of weird. I just want to get the Twix. Have you seen the Halloween Twix with ghoulish green insides? I'm excited. To get some of those. It's a Twix. You break green it up. It's green. Yeah.
Caramel. Is it caramel or caramel?
You know what's funny?
Caramel.
Listen, it's caramel. Not like it's more money. What did you say? What?
He says caramel.
Caramel, right? That's what it is. Only
if you go out to England, it's caramel.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of problems with England.
Not doing that soon.
I'm pretty sure. I had my stance on this with white people. You know, in England, white people, England. You know, English white people, the actual white people. You know what I mean? I don't like them.
Whitest of the whites.
Just speak English. Why gotta talk like that? Why can't you just speak English? Hey, come on now.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
You draft on the quarter.
There you go. So actually, I'm kind of thinking of like the whole Twix Halloween candy. I'm curious, like how early do you guys actually get like revved up for Halloween? Because like you three are very much like Halloween buffs. So like when do you actually start like getting everything ready and revved up?
2 months ago.
I don't do Halloween anymore. I'm old. That's for youngins.
Yeah, Left Mick doesn't get involved in things.
It's a wrong assessment on that guy.
Yeah. Actually, Right Mick puts Christmas above Halloween.
Always.
But that doesn't take away for his extremely strong, strengthy, manly love for Halloween as well.
I guess that's passion and desire is so strong. I can spread it out like that.
Yeah, he can do that. Yeah, usually around for me, like when I start getting excited, is usually it's different. Like I'm almost kind of excited year round now. It seems like, but to where I really start getting excited is probably around July. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's different because George is the DSM of spirits, so we're always talking about Spirit Halloween, and Spirit Halloween. So, yeah, they got a theme song that some guy wrote, and it's super, super cheesy. You have to check it out. Look up Spirit Halloween theme song. There's like. The guy does like 2 or 3 of them, and I don't know. It's grown on me after time because Georgia loves it because it's a terrible song.
I heard they got a movie too.
Oh, I watched the movie. They made a movie, Spirit Halloween. It's actually pretty good.
Rated.
It's a kids. It's like a kids movie, but it's not bad. It's for what it is. For Goosebumps style movie, it wasn't bad. They use their own like animatronics as the.
Imagine that.
Well, that's fucking clever. It's cool. I'm not,
I like
Right.
it.
I'm a corporate
Branding.
man. Get
It's
off me. I'm a corporate man.
It's a 2-hour catalog.
And she's holding a crazy babe.
Crazy babe.
Not available.
But
They multiplied.
yeah, no,
They're everywhere.
probably around July, definitely August. All right. I asked Peen 2 weeks ago. Naria too. Can we start decorating? So we would have already decorated, except for Georgia still in the middle of building her last store. When that store is finally built and her schedule can slow down, we'll decorate. So like, yeah,
Gotcha.
Starting with the Raiders.
yeah, like we decorate for Halloween in August for sure.
I believe it.
You know, but
Yeah, I was about to say, like, because with it coming so close, my mom is real big into Christmas, so like she'll watch all those Hallmark Christmas in July movies and whatnot. And I often wonder, like, why doesn't Halloween have something that'd be a little bit earlier to get you pepped up for Halloween? Because it's the second biggest holiday.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's man. I just hit a brick wall. My mind like melted right when I said I think. I said I think, and everything just like.
Walk me to W.
It's pretty random of you.
Yeah, it is random.
Walk me to W.
Oh, you got one?
I do have.
I got one.
All right.
You don't?
That's not a big deal. I'll get one. Let's get into it. Random fact.
Random fact. Random fact. Random fact. Random fact. Random fact.
Random.
They changed their StreamYard changed their layout, and it's kind of hard to tell when the loop is on or off. Sorry, listeners and lurkers. I'm just technically you guys gonna go with your random facts or what?
I want to hear what's just rambling about. We're just going.
I'm a little off tonight. What do you want from me?
That's on.
Yeah.
I do this. I throw people off their game. This is my job. So,
Well,
how do you feel about that?
I feel great. I feel all right. I feel like I'm gonna make it. I feel I'm gonna make it through.
Not right.
I don't want to talk about it.
Random fact, as we do ours, think of one as well, Supa. Mine is October 7th is Zombie Run. Yes, everybody knows about the Zombie Run and how we do it and how maybe they do it other places too. But how we do it here is we just like zombies, we ride bikes around. This year, craze babes also be on the bikes. That's right. They're getting their first outings on October 7th during the Zombie Run. I hear Clash of Kings writing a theme song for it. We'll see.
Cool.
Huh. So because of the Earth's rotation, you will always be able to throw something further if you throw to the west.
Really?
Yep.
Away from the lake.
It's a funky bit of knowledge. I didn't know that one.
Cool. So you want to show off to whoever you're around when you got to throw a ball. You're throwing your ball to your kids or something. You're going to throw them how far you would throw a ball. You make sure you face to the west.
No, kid, you're on that side.
You get an extra,
I don't know how long, but
left. We should test that. That'd be a nice listeners, lurkers. Well, lurkers. We're gonna test this out. We're gonna test this out with measuring tape. Well, not measuring tape.
Measuring tape.
Yeah, because it's 20. I know I can throw a ball further than 25 feet. I'm positive. I am fucking positive I can throw a football further than 25 feet. We'll find that out, and what the difference is. We'll have to do this. We'll
find that.
We'll shoot a video. We'll shoot a video, and
the frozen toilet paper gets used anyway.
Didn't we do that? Is that toilet paper still in the freezer? All right.
It's sheety by now. It's just gonna melt.
Nope. Oh, it's gonna melt.
It's gonna meld. It's just gonna fold on your ass. Random ass.
Hey, Johnny Tanto says, hey, fellas, how you doing, Johnny Tanto? Welcome to the show. Hey-o. You know, I think my random fact is, did you know that dopamine makes you addicted to seeking information?
It gives you, it's the reward center. So yeah, every time you find yourself actually at the end of your journey of finding the information, a little dopamine kick. So that's why you keep looking for more.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy. Do you have a random fact, Super, or no?
Well, I can even go on your dopamine. That nicotine actually improves your dopamine and makes it more abundant, whereas cocaine reduces it. And so part of the reason that you'll find a lot of schizophrenics that love to smoke cigarettes is because it'll actually help stabilize their dopamine when they're coming down from a crash.
Huh. And that's a random fact.
Random fact. Random fact.
Random, like you brought up dopamine, that's random.
Random fact.
And you know what? We'll be back after these messages.
Is your back wall. Oh, I see the earwig now. The earwig's been running when I started banging.
I can tell you earlier it's 42. Morgan, watch.
Where
Why don't they take that one camera behind the ISD?
Listen to me. So it's like this.
because technically that actually gets forward.
Every 40 or 42 years, this is a the portals open as Spirit the Halloween stores.
What I had him Mark do is not tell anybody, but what I was going to take that camera until somebody says something.
Hold on, this sounds like covert shit, and I just heard it. I don't think I should be hearing this type
This
of
is the real truth.
information. Okay, go.
It was discovered. The information. This is the truth. They don't want to give people know. This is the message of Morgan. The covert. Audio poet discovered using the authentic Christmas code led to 10 Spirit Halloween locations. Broken down eventually leads you to one, which lets you know the name of 2 of the roads.
Hot champagne.
Then that's later on to be called
Hot champagne.
the Crossroads.
Hot champagne. It's deep, bro.
I'm sorry. That was this week's messages for Morgan. All right, Supa, we're
Thoughts on that, Doc?
yeah. Let's what is your assessment of that one? All right, let's try this. What did you get from that? What?
So
Anything?
I very much got that she was very into whatever the hell she was watching. But yeah, not much more. And like the bit of audio in the background, it might just be me that like I'm not turning my speaker up high enough, but all I could hear was just random chit chat. So I apologize. I didn't get much off of it.
All right. No, it's good. It's good. We have one more segment, and I'm just going to play it right now. It's a longer one. It's one of our more popular ones, and I apologize, listeners and lurkers, for bumping it this far back. I think we always play it a little later, though, but usually not this late into the show.
They want to be out by an hour, and he's still here, right?
We're at an hour right now.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour. Are you leaving us, Super? Or are you still with us?
I'm just gonna finish this smoke, and then I gotta kind of take off. So I'll watch this segment, though. I'll be with you.
It's All right.
Afterwards.
All right. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, listening lurkers, this is Into the Void.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey there, listeners and lurkers. I'm your host, Bones Bodo, back at you with another exciting episode of Into the Void, the show that explores and celebrates Kenosha's unique and colorful original music history. And today, we're going back to 1993. In the early days of the industrial sound, this band was way ahead of their time. This is from their album, Burn Baby Burn. This is Kenosha's own The Electric Hellfire Club and their song, Mr. 44.
I like girls a lot. I like pretty girls. I only shoot pretty girls.
That was Kenosha's own The Electric Hellfire Club from the 1993 release Burn Baby Burn. That was their track, Mr. 44. A great bunch of musicians, way ahead of their time. Definitely some kick-ass music worth checking out. You can see more of them on YouTube and Spotify, all across the social media spectrum. Just like you could hear more from us if you leave a comment in the section provided below or reach out to twomixandawop@gmail.com and let us know what your thoughts are. One more time, that's twomixandawop@gmail.com. And let us know anything you'd like to know about Kenosha's music history. We'll do the investigative work and get back to you on it ASAP. Now back to our regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Metalizing, that's what I think.
Yeah, I got you. Bones running it twice. He ran it back. Oh, Bones. Yeah, twomixandawop@gmail.com. Sorry, that was so long, Supa. I know you said you got to get going. And yeah, it was 90s industrial.
I actually seen them live. They opened up for MK Ultra back in the day. The shit.
Yeah, it was a good show. I was there too for, well, at least for a little bit. I was there for a little bit. I caught a little bit at the end of them. Yeah. Supa,
Supa having you.
You gotta cut out.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I got notes I got to write and I got some stuff to take care of. But thank you very much for letting me be on here. And congratulations to you guys on a big 4-0, man. This is an impressive milestone.
Thanks, man. And thank you so much for being here and being a part of it. You want to give a plug out to your place, or anything you want to plug, or?
Sure. New Frontiers Psychiatric and TMS. That's where I am located. So if ever you guys need some mental health help, I am at your disposal. Other than that, man, I just appreciate being on the best podcast there is, Two Mix and a Wop.
Oh, thanks, Supa. We love you so much, man. Well, we'd love you to come back sometime in the future. As we grow, we'd like you to come back and be a part of a showdown in the future. You down for that? You down for a third appearance? And you know us
Anytime,
with threes,
man.
You know us with threes. It'll be a big thing if you're the third time. We'll make a spectacle of it.
I will make the hat trick. Let's make it happen.
Absolutely. It sounds good. Well, we wish you the best of luck. We're glad that you're loving your space and loving your job and loving your life.
We're pissed off that you said you could sell some crazy babes 8 to 10, and now you don't even know.
He's pissed off.
Sorry, man. I got nothing but love.
You're going to double that number. I know.
It's the talent. He's the talent. I mean, it's the talent. It's what you expect from the talent.
Fair enough. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night.
You as well, Supa.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, shit. Now everything sucks. He's gone. Now what do you do?
Yeah, what are we going to do? We don't have a guest. We don't have anything to play.
Fuck.
We don't have anything. There's five lurkers right now, currently.
5 of them. Oh, which one gets their linen clean?
Put it down in the comments. Do you want the right Mick to clean your linens?
No, the mix together.
Oh, the mix together. It's double.
It's not necessarily cleaning the linens.
They're gonna get clean linen.
He said clean linens.
We're gonna spray it with our scent. That's what I said when he
said. All right.
Clean linen scent on ourselves.
All right, listeners and lurkers. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you rescue Mix. We'll be back right after this. We're gonna try and gather some things. We're gonna try and fix everything. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is Bones Bodo. Please say you'll be the answer for an innocent Mick who is suffering right now. A Mick that needs your help. Please call the number on the screen and join the Two Mix and a Wop ASPCA Incorporated LLC, copyright infringed and trademark registered United States circa 2023 today. With your generous donation of only $11.71 a day, you will help provide a Nick with care, rescue them from their abusers, provide medical treatments, food, shelter, and love. Call in the next 30 minutes and you'll receive a photo of a Mick in the shelter and a Two Mix and a Wop gig bag, free. So call now and say that you won't stand by and allow another Mick to spend another day abused. Please call today.
Hey, Left Mick.
Hey, right back.
Should we let the WAP just wrap this up now?
Maybe we could.
Why spoil a good thing, right? Reverend Supa Dr. Dave, we want to thank you for being a part of the show. We want to thank all the listeners and lurkers for watching, listening, lurking, being there. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, follow us on all our socials. It's in, you click more, you can find all of them. What are all of them? We are at Facebook, Two Mix and a Wop on Facebook, Two Mix and a Wop on TikTok, Two Mix and a Wop on Instagram, Two Mix and a Wop on Twitch, Two Mix and a Wop at gmail.com is how you contact us. Two Mix and a Wop at gmail.com. Hit us up about anything. Two Mix and a Wop at gmail.com. And see you in 2 weeks, bitches!